Hey, English learners! Welcome back to the Easy Talk podcast, your cozy place for real-life English, simple conversations, and relaxed listening practice.
Yes, this is where English feels natural, like a real conversation between friends, not like a classroom full of rules.
I'm Lily.
And I'm Ethan.
So, Ethan, how are you today? Did you have a busy day?
Yeah, a little busy. I had a few meetings in the morning, then I answered emails for way too long. After that, I tried to go for a short walk to relax.
That sounds like a full day.
It was. But the funny thing is, even when I had free time, my mind was still busy.
Oh, that's interesting. Busy outside and busy inside, too.
Exactly. What about you, Lily?
I'm okay, but a bit tired. I didn't sleep very well last night.
Oh no, what happened?
I told myself I would just check my phone for 5 minutes before sleep.
Uh-oh, I already know how this story ends.
Yes. One video became 5, 5 became 20, and suddenly it was late.
That just 5 minutes is one of the biggest lies we tell ourselves.
So true. And after that, I couldn't sleep because my brain was too active.
That's actually very common.
Yes, and that's why today's topic feels very real.
Let me guess. Something about thinking too much?
Exactly. Today, we are talking about overthinking.
That's something almost everyone struggles with.
Yes, especially English learners.
Because when you learn a language, you think about every word, every sentence.
And sometimes, too much thinking stops you from speaking.
Very true.
But don't worry. Today, we will keep everything simple, relaxed, and easy to follow.
And hopefully helpful for your daily life too, not just English learning.
Before we start, we have a small favor to ask.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who is learning English.
Especially that friend who says, I understand, but I can't speak.
Yes, we all know that friend.
And sometimes we are that friend.
Very honest.
Okay, let's start simple. Ethan, what does overthinking mean to you?
I would say overthinking means thinking too much about something, again and again, without moving forward.
That's a great explanation.
It's like your brain is working hard, but not in a helpful way.
Yes, it feels busy but not productive. Let me give another image. Imagine you are trying to choose what to say in English.
Okay.
One sentence comes to your mind.
Right?
Then you think, maybe there is a better sentence.
Yes.
Then another one comes. Then another.
And suddenly you're silent.
Exactly.
That happens to me even now sometimes.
Really?
Yes, especially in important situations.
Like what?
Like speaking in front of people or talking to someone new.
That makes sense. Here's another picture. Imagine your mind is like a browser with too many tabs open.
Oh yes, I know that feeling very well.
One tab is grammar. One tab is vocabulary. One tab is, what if I make a mistake?
And one tab is, what will people think?
Exactly.
And everything becomes slow.
And stressful. So overthinking is not just about thinking.
It's about getting stuck in thinking.
Yes, stuck without action.
I have a small story about this.
Oh, nice. Stories always make things clearer.
Last week, I needed to send a simple email.
Okay.
It should take maybe 5 minutes,
Sounds easy.
but I spent almost 1 hour.
1 hour? What happened?
I wrote one sentence, then deleted it. Then I changed one word, then changed it back.
Classic.
I kept asking myself, is this word better? Is this more polite? Is this more natural?
That's overthinking in action.
Yes. In the end, the email was fine, but I felt tired.
And maybe a little frustrated.
Exactly.
So now we understand the problem.
Yes. Now let's talk about solutions.
Tip number 1. Keep it simple.
Simple is powerful.
Many learners overthink because they want to be perfect.
They want perfect grammar, perfect pronunciation, perfect everything.
But perfection creates pressure.
And pressure blocks your brain.
Think of language like walking.
I like this idea already.
When a baby learns to walk, they don't think about every step.
They just try.
They fall, they laugh, they try again.
No stress, just practice.
Exactly.
So when you speak English, think like a beginner, not like a judge.
Yes, don't judge every word.
I have a personal story.
Tell us.
When I started learning another language, I was very quiet
Why?
because I was thinking too much.
You wanted to be perfect,
Yes, I was building perfect sentences in my head.
but not speaking them.
Exactly. Then one day, I decided to change.
What did you do?
I said, okay, I will just use simple words.
And what happened?
People understood me.
That's the key.
Communication, not perfection.
So remember this. Simple English is good English.
That's a great sentence.
Tip number 2. Take action quickly.
Don't stay in your head too long.
Overthinking grows when we wait too much.
So what should we do?
Act fast, even in small ways. For example, if you learn a new word,
Use it immediately.
say it out loud
Make a sentence.
or write it down. I like to think of thoughts like waves in the ocean.
That sounds interesting.
If you just watch them, they keep coming and going.
Yes.
But if you catch one and act on it, it becomes real.
That's a nice image. I also use a small rule.
Oh, nice. What is it?
The 10-second rule.
Sounds simple.
When I want to say something, I give myself 10 seconds.
And then?
I just say it, even if it's not perfect.
That's a great way to stop overthinking. So tip 2 is clear. Think less, do more.
Action is stronger than thinking.
Okay, now let's move to tip number 3.
This one is very important.
Yes, tip 3, be kind to yourself.
This one sounds simple, but it's actually very powerful.
Yes, because many people overthink not because they are not smart.
But because they are too hard on themselves.
Exactly. Think about this. When you make a mistake in English, what do you say to yourself?
Many people say, that was bad.
Or, why did I say that?
Or even, my English is terrible.
Yes, those thoughts are very common.
But imagine this situation.
Okay,
Your friend is learning English.
right.
They make a small mistake.
That's normal.
And you say to them, wow, that was bad. You sound terrible.
That would be very mean.
Yes, and your friend would probably feel sad or stop trying.
Exactly.
But here's something interesting I've noticed. Most of the time, the problem is not other people judging us. It's actually us judging ourselves. We say things in our own head that we would never say to anyone else. And the scary part is we do it every single day without even noticing.
That's so true. And because it happens so often, it starts to feel normal. But it's not helpful at all. So instead of letting that negative voice control us, we need to slowly change it. We need to replace that inner critic with something more supportive, something more constructive, like a coach.
Exactly. Because a coach doesn't focus on your mistakes in a harsh way. A good coach helps you improve. They don't say, you're bad. They say, that was a good try. Let's do it better next time. And that small shift in how you talk to yourself can completely change how you feel about learning.
And more importantly, it changes whether you keep going or give up. So let's make this very practical. What are some simple sentences people can start using when they notice that negative voice?
I love that. Let's keep it very simple and very real. You can start with things like, it's okay to make mistakes, or I'm still learning, and that's normal. Another good one is, that wasn't perfect, but I tried, and that matters.
I really like that last one. And honestly, sometimes even just one small word can help. For example, after you finish something, maybe you spoke one sentence in English, you can just tell yourself, nice. It's simple, but it creates a positive feeling.
Yes, and that feeling is very important because learning is not just about information, it's also about emotion. When you feel relaxed and safe, your brain works better. You remember more and you're more willing to try again.
I can totally relate to that. Actually, I used to do the opposite. Whenever I made a mistake, I would replay it in my head again and again. I would think, why did I say that? That sounded so awkward. And the more I thought about it, the worse I felt.
That's classic overthinking. It's like your brain is stuck on repeat.
Exactly. But now I try to do something different. When I notice that pattern, I stop and tell myself, okay, that happened. It's fine. Next time I'll say it better. And then I move on.
That's such a healthy approach. You're not ignoring the mistake, but you're also not punishing yourself for it.
Yes, and honestly, it saves so much energy. Instead of wasting time thinking about the past, I can focus on improving next time.
So if we make it simple, tip number 3 is this: be kind to yourself. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be supportive.
Exactly. Treat yourself like someone you want to help, not someone you want to criticize.
Now, let's move to tip number 4, which is also very important, especially if you tend to overthink a lot. Limit your choices.
This one changed a lot for me, because sometimes the reason we overthink is not because something is difficult, but because we have too many options.
Yes, too many choices can actually make things harder. Let's use a simple example. Imagine you go to a restaurant and the menu has 100 different dishes.
That already sounds stressful.
Exactly. You read and read, you compare, you think, and after 5 minutes, you still don't know what to choose.
And sometimes you end up choosing something randomly anyway.
Yes, but now imagine the menu has only 5 dishes.
That feels much easier.
You look at one, you pick one, and you feel relaxed.
So fewer choices actually make decision-making faster and less stressful.
And language learning works in the same way. Many learners try to learn too many words at once, or too many grammar rules, and then they feel overwhelmed.
Right, and when you feel overwhelmed, you stop.
So instead, we should do the opposite. Choose less, but use it more. Focus on a small number of useful words and repeat them in different situations.
For example, you can start with simple sentence starters like I think, I feel, I want to, or in my opinion. These are very powerful because you can use them in many situations.
Yes, they're like building blocks. Once you have them, you don't need to start from zero every time you speak.
I remember when I started doing this, everything became easier. I stopped searching for the perfect word and I just used the words I already knew.
And what changed?
I spoke more. And the more I spoke, the more confident I became.
That's the key. Confidence doesn't come first. It comes after action.
Exactly. So tip 4 is simple. Fewer choices, more clarity, and much less overthinking.
All right, let's move on to tip number 5. And this one might sound simple, but it's often the most ignored. Give your mind a real break.
Yes, and I think a lot of people don't realize how connected this is to overthinking. When you're tired, your brain doesn't think clearly. It just keeps repeating the same thoughts again and again.
Exactly. It's like your mind gets stuck in a loop. You're not solving anything, you're just going in circles.
I like to think of it like a phone battery. When your battery is low, everything slows down. Apps don't respond, the screen freezes, and sometimes the phone just shuts off.
And we are exactly the same. If we keep pushing ourselves without rest, studying, working, thinking all day, our mental battery goes down to 0.
So the solution is not to push harder. It's to recharge.
Yes, and recharging doesn't have to be complicated. It can be very simple things.
Like getting enough sleep. That's the most basic one.
Or taking a short walk, especially without your phone. Just walking and looking around can calm your mind a lot.
Or even sitting quietly for a few minutes, doing nothing. That's something many people find surprisingly difficult.
I agree. We're so used to constant stimulation, videos, messages, notifications, that silence feels uncomfortable at first.
But that silence is actually very powerful. It gives your brain space to rest.
I started a small habit recently. Before I go to bed, I stop using my phone for about 10 minutes.
That sounds simple, but I know it's not easy.
Yes, at the beginning it felt a bit strange. I didn't know what to do with that time.
So what do you do now?
Nothing special. Sometimes I just sit quietly, sometimes I take a few slow breaths, or read a few lines from a simple book.
And does it make a difference?
A big difference. My mind feels calmer, and I fall asleep more easily.
That's really important. I also notice something similar. When I'm relaxed, my English is actually better.
Yes, that's such a good point.
I speak more naturally, I don't get stuck as much, and I don't worry so much about mistakes.
Which shows that sometimes the problem is not your level, it's your state of mind.
Exactly. So rest is not wasting time. It's preparing you to use your time better later.
Okay, before we finish, let's slow down a little and review some key words from today. Just a quick and simple word tour.
Good idea. These are words you can actually use in your daily life.
First, overthink. That means thinking too much about something, usually in a way that doesn't help you.
Next, simple. Something that is easy, clear, and not complicated.
Then we have action. That means doing something, not just thinking about it.
Choice is another important word. It means selecting one option for many.
And finally, relax. To become calm, to let your body and mind rest.
If you didn't catch everything, that's completely okay. You can always come back and listen again.
Now, let's give you something practical, a simple plan you can follow today.
Yes, not tomorrow, not next week, today.
Step 1. Say one simple sentence in English. Just one. Keep it short and clear.
Step 2. Don't wait too long. Don't think too much. Just say it.
Step 3. After you say it, take a moment and say something kind to yourself. Even just good job is enough.
Step 4. Use the same words again later. Repetition builds confidence.
And step 5. Take a short break. Let your mind rest and reset.
This is not a heavy plan. It's a gentle one.
Yes, something you can actually do without pressure.
Let's quickly recap everything we talked about today.
Tip 1. Keep it simple.
Tip 2. Take action quickly.
Tip 3. Be kind to yourself.
Tip 4. Limit your choices.
Tip 5. Give your mind a break.
If you remember these 5 things, you will already reduce a lot of overthinking.
And more importantly, you'll start using your English more.
And we want to say this clearly before we go.
You don't need to be perfect to speak English.
You just need to start, even if it's small.
Small steps are not weak, they are powerful.
Yes, because small steps done every day create real progress.
Now it's your turn.
Think about this question for a moment.
What is one thing you often overthink?
And what is one small action you can take today to change that?
You don't need a big plan. Just one small step is enough.
You can think about it quietly.
Or write it down somewhere.
And if this episode helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it.
Especially that friend who thinks too much.
Yes, we all know that person. Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
You didn't waste it. You invested it in yourself.
This was the Easy Talk Podcast with Lily and Ethan.
Until next time, relax your mind.
And trust your voice.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Take care.